Hello, hello, hello. Patricia here, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. And we are going to pick up where we left off on this book yesterday. I am so sorry that I had to delete the last part of that video. Something happened to it. I don't know what, but it was not in good condition. And I had to delete it. So I'm going to pick up where I had to delete to. And actually, that was pretty bad as well, but we're here again. We'll start over. All right, so we were going to make our book, okay? And we had actually already done the coloring. We put the drops. Where are they? We put the drops on the glass mat. We sprayed it with water. We picked it up. One thing I didn't show you, I did another one because I had already started and finished the other book, I thought, in the first video. But one thing I didn't show you and should is I took a few extra drops and just put them on the glass mat, sprayed it with water again to be sure it was well saturated, and then I took my paintbrush and picked up some paint and then just flicked it on. And this is what gave me these splatters, which I did because of these splatters, which I really like. And you'll notice there are different colors of the splatters, and I only did one color, but it really adds to the depth and the character of my watercolor piece. Okay, so I had said that we need to score this piece, and this is the side that I'm going to have my binding on. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it in here at about 3/8 of an inch. Be sure it is straight up against that edge. Get my cutter out of the way. I'm not cutting it. I am simply scoring it. And remember, the watercolor paper is very thick, so I want to give it a good score. And I'm also going to score the back piece. And I don't know that it really matters. I guess this side could be my... So I'm going to get it again at 3/8. I'm going to score that really good. I'm giving it some pretty firm pressure because watercolor paper is pretty thick. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and bend on that score line because I do want it to be able to open and close my little book. Okay. I did have somebody ask me, so what do you create this book for? What do you do with this book? Now I have a little splot here. Splot, that's a good word. So I'm going to put that inside in the binding, and then I'm going to line it up. But they asked me what you would use this book for. You know what? You can use it for anything you want. You can put pictures in it. You can write notes in it, thoughts, ideas, whatever you want to use it for. Collect movie tickets, you know, whatever. All right. I am going to use a binder clip to hold that because then I don't have to keep moving the papers around. But I do need to make sure that everything is straight, which it is not quite straight. So there we go. Now it's good and straight. I'm not going to put it on the end, and I'm not going to put it in the middle because those, excuse me, are where my, what I need is this. Now I told you yesterday, and I don't remember if it got in the final video, is that this is, I mean, you could use a toothpick, but this is an actual pokey tool that somebody might use for a book binding, actual book binding. All right, so I'm going to go about in the middle. I'm not measuring it. And you'll notice that this time I decided to go ahead and use my mat. I'm going to poke myself a good hole in there. And it does get bigger as you go up the shaft. So I'm going to poke it about an inch in. Okay. Then again, I'm going to go about an inch from the end. So I'm going to give that, you know what, because I'm using this and not doing it up in the air, I need to move that. Poke it in, put my binder clip back on there. Now I'll poke it all the way through. Okay, and again, about an inch from the end, and my binder clip is not so much in the way this time. Poke that through, give it a good hole, and you can actually see those holes now, and they go all the way through the front and back binder and the paper that's inside, and again about the length. Now I did a much more exact job measuring this time. This is bookbinding thread, to be honest. I'm just using it because I have it. I got it in the same kit that this came in that I got from Amazon, but you could easily use any this particular one is Baker's Twine Essentials pack, but any of them that you like. Did I already pull out my, no, I didn't pull out my needle. Pull out my needle, and I'll see if I can get this through. It is a book well, this one is not, I don't think, this actual needle, but all you need is something to put your thread through. Okay, now, to be honest, you can start wherever you want, but I like what I did yesterday when I started to show you this. So I'm going to pull this, leave myself about 6 inches, or not 6, there we go, about 6 inches. Then go top or bottom, whichever works for you. Pull it taut, put that back through there, pull it taut, up through the top. There we go. Pull it taut. Now I can remove this, and I'm going to go back through. Now, very, very, very simple bookbinding there. It's not difficult at all. Do you have to make it like this? Absolutely not. You can make whatever kind of binding you want. I'm going to use that to hold my little thing. Wrap my little bow on there. Did I get it through? Nope. Pull that through, and there we go. You do what works for you. This is very, very, very simple. There is nothing difficult about this, and it's just a little book. I could pop this in my backpack or my purse or whatever I want and take it with me, bring it back at the end of the day, put it back in my book, you know, whatever floats your boater. Oh, I said that again, didn't I? All right. So this was the one that I made yesterday that I had to cut off in the video. So I'll put that one in there. I kind of like that one a little bit better anyway, don't you? All right. We had made this. This is the accordion fold. Right there. Put pictures on this side if that's what you want. On this side, you can either leave it plain or put pictures or whatever else you want. It doesn't have to be pictures, okay? This one is empty because we haven't done anything with it. These three here, the 3 pockets that we put in, I made a bookmark. This is so simple. It's 2 inches wide, and however long you want it. It might be a little too long, but that's okay. I can always cut it off if I decide it really is too long. And then up at the top, all I did, oh, here it is take one of these toppers, okay? This is not one that is current. No big deal. You buy one that is current, and you simply, oh, I was going to show you how to do that. Let me open it back up. And you know what? Let me cut a quick 2 inches here. So I simply cut 2 inches. And the reason it has to be 2 inches is because that is, excuse me, the width that will fit in here. Okay. So now it could be shorter, but it has to be, the widest it can be is 2 inches. So I push it up in there, and then if I turn it to the back, be sure it's straight. Okay, I can feel it in the front that it's straight. Get it up there, and then simply push the mechanism together, and voila, I have a bookmark. Now, if you are so in love with this, you just can't stand it, and you want me to send you a 2-inch bookmark, well, by golly, I'll do it. You just let me know. Oh, that reminds me. I am going to have a drawing for this book, and to get in the drawing, you have to share this video and or give it a thumbs up and or comment. Now, here's the deal. You kind of get a double whammy on both of those. If you share the video, you need to tell me that you've shared the video in the comments. So that'll get you entered twice. If you give me a thumbs up, you also have to share. That's a double whammy, okay? If you subscribe, it will YouTube will let me know that you have done that. So you don't have to tell me on that, but it's another comment. It's another entry into the drawing. I have 500 and something subscribers right now. When I get 1,000 subscribers, I am going to make the drawing. And whoever has shared, subscribed, made a comment, given me a thumbs up on this video, and let me know. Remember, you have to, for the sharing and the thumbs up, you have to let me know down in the comments. Then I will have a drawing and send you this book, whoever wins. Okay, enough on that for the moment. Let's go to this. I have right here, here it is, another little box. Now, we have so far made the ones that you can cut out with the, what's it called? Pocket something. I can't remember the name of the set. Pocket Thoughts, I think. Pocket Thoughts. Okay, that is this one. All right. So for Pocket Thoughts, you can make these. But what if you don't have Pocket Thoughts and you want to make your own? You can cut a shape any size. Now, this particular one is, I believe, 6 inches. No, 5.5. 5.5 by 3. So 5.5 by 3. And then at 3/8, I scored all 3 sides. And I already did that because you know how to do that. And then on these corners, I am just going to, now can you see that? I'm going to chomp that corner off. I'm not going inside the score line. Chomp that off. I am not going inside the score line. And then, those are just garbage, obviously. Then I am going to put that corner or those edge pieces up. And I am going to take, now this one's a little large. Let me see what I have right here. I've got a circle punch. It's rather large, but we're still going to use it. I'm going to take the circle punch. I'm going to go about in the middle and punch myself, hello, a thumb hole. Okay? Like I said, that's a little large. Probably shouldn't put one quite that big. Maybe a 1-inch circle would be just fine. But you know what? Nobody else is going to know. All right, so I'm going to put this in. Remember, I like the little bitty glue dispenser, the nozzle. So I'm going to put some glue on there. There we go. Nicely done. I'm going to put this down at the bottom. Okay. There we go. Now, I have a little envelope. This is from, with a card in it, no less. This is from Basic White Note Cards and Envelopes. All right, it's the smaller one. You can't really see it back there, but this is the note card itself, and behind that is the envelope. This is, whoa, didn't hold that long enough. Let's put one of these on there to give it a little bit of pressure. Little note card and an envelope. And I can put this in my little pocket, which I'll do here in a second once I've made sure this is going to stay down. Now, I can decorate this, and I need to, so I will in a minute, but that can hold that. Okay, so we need something to go in here. This is another set of, oh, I was actually going to put this in here, so I could put both, but this could be another little book. So to make that my book, let me, here's some paper. Yep, so let's see how wide we want this. This is just computer paper, so 3 inches. I'm going to do 2.5. And I'll cut 2.5 and 2.5 so that, you know, I've got some pages to put in there. Put these in there. Be sure they're nice and lined up. I'm not going to sew this one. I'm going to show you another way to bind this that is so simple. Why not do it? Now, I could have made that 2 3/4 inches, but that's okay. I'm not even going to score that. I should probably, but I can actually score it later. And where is my stapler? Okay, here it is. All right, so all I'm going to do is staple, 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 and I'm out of staples, of course. Okay, so I'll put some more in there. But I have another little book, and I should have scored that, so let me see if I can score it now. Let's see if it'll score even once we have the binding on there. We'll have to score, oops, not cut, score. Ah, nicely done. Okay, so now we will fold that back. There we go. So don't do what I do. There we go. All right, our little book is ready. And you see how quickly that went. Now, what I could do, and probably will, let me see, I had some scraps out. Let me see where my scraps went. And, oh, here we go. This is not the best scrap for it, but cut it to height. Maybe that would be, oh, there we go. Kind of like, yeah, I think we'll do that. All right, so we're going to put some glue on here. Matter of fact, because it doesn't really matter if I get a little extra. As a matter of fact, I may want a little extra. Okay. see, I don't want to go below that. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to put the back on here. There we go. Fold over the front. Oh yeah, isn't that cute? And then it covers up all my staples and makes such a cute little book. And we will cut that off. And it's crooked, but I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, and I did get extra glue on. How cute! Okay, so we could put both of these in there if we decide we want to do that. All right, one last thing we want to do is just decorate. Now, I'm not going to decorate a whole lot, but I'm going to do a little bit. And I told you something for everything ephemera pack might work very nicely in here. Now, part of it is going to be, what are you going to use the book for? But we're going to do a little bit of decorating. So let's see, what do we want? I might use these books. I kind of like those. And you just pop them out. That would work well on there. And maybe this little butterfly. Now, I could color the butterfly. Notice how some of these are black and white. I could color the butterfly to make them the colors that I want to match. The same page. Let's see. Maybe I could do another couple of butterflies. I kind of like those. Or as some of the kids in my family used to say, flutterbys. Oh, here we go. There we are. All right. We will put these on here. A coffee. Excuse me. A coffee. Some books. And a couple of butterflies. I think I'll move those down there. Isn't that cute? And it took me just a few seconds. All right. Now, I'm not going to put dimensionals on any of this because the book is already getting very thick. So I'm just simply putting them together, sort of making a little cluster, if you will. And then I'm going to, can you see these? Woo, I almost made that so you couldn't see it. My bad. I hate it when people do that. All right. So we've decorated that pocket. Let's put something on this pocket. What should we put down there? Maybe let's do the camera. Maybe. And the typewriter. Maybe. If I did that, what else would I want there? Oh, I like this little heart here. What do you think? Now, I could stamp something on here if that, well, I must have some glue on my fingers I can't even feel. There we go. Oh, I could put a, oh well, we'll put something up there. We're going to put the little typewriter down here. Okay. And the camera. And my little heart. There we go. Okay, it's not clustery enough, maybe. We put some things on here. We were going to stamp this. Now you know. We were going to stamp that. Oh, look at this. The magnetic ruler is connecting to that magnetic closure. All right. So, let's close this up. I have a stamp set that I absolutely adore. It's brand new. So, let's see if I can put my hands on it real quick. Here we go. Love this moment, which works really nicely for this particular book, or for a book. So, I am going to... For one, oh, does smile work on here? It does. Look at that. Okay, so I am going to show you how to use this to make notes. And I'm just going to use Memento black ink. If you want to write notes for your book. I do kind of want to use my grid here to make sure I keep it straight. There we go. And ink up. Match it up. Make sure I keep this straight as possible. Ta-da! Oh, isn't that just lovely? And then just keep going. Now I've gotten it crooked. I want to be sure I kind of keep it straight. It's better to write on straight lines. I mean, the lines are straight, but I don't want to stamp them crooked. I've got some glue on there. So pull out that glue eraser. Erase that. There we go. Isn't that nice how that works? All right. Oops. Don't want to get it upside down. Now, you could go from the top or the bottom. I just started at the top for whoever knows what reason. There we go. Keep it as straight as you can, but it's pretty straight, even if... There we go. And one more. There we go. Isn't that nice? I like that. Okay, so I'm going to put smile. No, I'm not. I'm not going to put that. Okay, I am going to put smile, but I'm going to put it on my little bookmark. There we go. Now, I could have done this in a color to match the colors in the book. Isn't that great? But I decided not to. There are a couple of other stamps here. Okay, there's happy with you, details, notes, highlights, who, the story, say cheese, never forget, this moment, memories, I love this, this picture, you and me, where, when, smile, happy, etc. And then there's the camera, a little notes looking thing, a comment, bubble. So I'm going to put notes here. And I could even put something like never forget or this moment, but notes works for me. Should I put the camera? Nah, because it might not be for a camera. Okay, so there's this, there's that. I could put the lines on here again. I'm not going to, just for the sake of time this time. And let's put everything in the book. We are not necessarily, what did I do with the book? Oh, here it is. We are not necessarily done with the book, but let me get these out of the way before I get ink on anything. because somebody's going to win this. All right. So this goes there. Oh, that was the long one. I don't want that one. Well, I'll just cut the end of it off, since I've already stamped it. Let's go somewhere around there. Okay. And we'll put that in there. Isn't that great? Okay, and this one we will put in here. Now, it's too tall, okay? But there's nothing that says that I can't have something poking out the top either. So I may just leave it. I may even decorate it. Oh, one thing I didn't do here was put my string on there. So where did my string go? Oh, here it is. Okay. So let's pull out some string and let's just go with white since, well, I didn't mean to put it back in there. Since it's a white paper, and this is a brand new one. So I'm going to pull that off. I don't really need very much of it. I just need a little bit of string. So, what is that, about 6 inches or so? Fold it over, pass it through that hole, put my string up top. And there we go. Now I could do something on the top of this as well, and I might. Who knows? We'll see. But I've got these two here. We were going to decorate this. Let's do a little something on here. Maybe let's use, this one is saying something. And let's see. Oh, I like shine on. I like that. Let's do that. Shine on. Okay. So we're going to put that on here. Put us a little bit of adhesive on the back. Again, we're not using any dimensionals. There we go. Woo! We do want to put it, and I think that's even. There we go, shine on, and our little book. And we've got this. I'm going to leave that height for right now. There we go. We could put something on here. Let's see, do we have anything that... The world needs more people like you. Now, that may not be the exact right color, but I like it. It's okay. All right, let's put some glue on the back. I'm going to put it at a little bit of an angle. As a matter of fact, I'm going to pull up the bottom of that, because what I'm going to do is somewhere here I have this. This is the Bough Punch, and I am going to punch out a couple of bows in that color right there and put them behind here. Ta-da! And maybe we'll just put this one. Where do I want to put this one? It's already stuck itself down real good. So there, and I'll stick it under there. There we go. I like it. Might ought to put that down just a smidge. Come on, get a little bit of glue on there. There we go. All right, nice. I like that. Okay. Got this book. I don't really need anything there. All right. I love it. I am going to call it done unless I do something to this. We could put something on the front, but I'm not going to. I like it the way it is. Not that I'm going to leave it, but for right now, I might even put this on here to come out of a pocket. Oh, I think I will. I really like that. So I'm going to put this on there to come out of a pocket, and I'll add a couple of things to that, and I will post it on the Facebook page. Remember, these are the information to Stampin' with Patricia is my blog. stampinwithpatricia.stampinup.net is where you can go to purchase most of the things in here. Remember, this paper is no longer available. Facebook, both Stampin' lowercase with Patricia and Stamping uppercase with Patricia. No spaces on either of those. stampinwithpatricia@outlook.com if you need to email me, and my YouTube channel, which is where you probably are to watch this. So there we go. We have finished the book. It truly does not take all of that long, okay? As a matter of fact, if you went along with me, so what would it be? Maybe, I don't know, 3 hours total or something. You could come close to finishing the book. Maybe not doing the ephemera and all of that. But if you want to win this book, if you want to be in the drawing for it, when I get to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we will do the drawing. Now, if it takes longer than, say, the end of, let's say the end of July, then I will just go ahead and do the drawing then. But subscribe, I will get notification on that. Like or give it a thumbs up and give me a comment down below. That'll get you 2 entries. The subscribe is 1. 2 entries for commenting and liking the video. Another one for sharing the video and commenting below. And subscribing, commenting, thumbs up, and sharing the video. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed this. I have enjoyed sharing my love of making books. They are a lot of fun, and I hope you will do it and then share on our Facebook page if you are interested in doing so. I would love to see what you have created, what paper you've chosen, and give us pictures of each of the layouts and what the book looks like when you're done. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one, and I will catch you next time.